Okay, tonight is a light night for me. Just the first thing, just real quick. Um, I've been seeing, a lot of these things about mentioning 2016 with these, they got this little movie out to my 2016 talking about the debt clock and all that, and whatever else, would be coming. So, and everybody knows how the Illuminati the Illuminati likes to telegraph their punches through numbers and everything. And so, like I said, I've been dabbling with the numbers a little bit, and I'll look at the number 2016. Well, if you reduce the number 2016, you get the number 9, which is the number of completion, transformation, and change, and whatnot. And so, 2016, that might be, what those people plan to pull the plug on what's left of what we know of America or not. I'm not saying it's a prediction, but if that's how they plan it and do things by the numbers, then that's what it may mean, and why it's being flashed across the screen like that. And so, just in case, it's like, well, we should always have our affairs in order, but if you want to go by that timeline, fine, but I wouldn't lose a panic over it. I mean, people still think the world's going to blow up December 21st of this year. And if that happens, well, you won't have to worry about 2016, now will we? So, yeah, I just look up the number 9. Yeah, it's definitely a number of completion, and then everything starts over with that number 1, like I alluded to in my previous video with the New Age and its number value being the same as Satan, which is 1, or 10, reducing it to 1. On a second note, I'm not doing any video on scripture tonight because I've been reading the book of Jasher. Even though my next set of videos are going to be during the book of Exodus, I was reading the book of Joshua, and I came upon a passage that that mentioned chapter 10 of Joshua, verse 13. It said, "And the sun stood still, and the moon stayed until the people had avenged themselves upon their enemies. And it is not written in this." It said, "Is not this written in the book of Jasher? So the sun stood still in the midst of heaven, and it has hastened not to go down about a whole day." And I was like, the book of Jasher, where's that? And a friend of mine, Cammie, she she's like, she put it up on online, and I was like, wow, this book has a lot of other information. And then I started to look at the other books, the Apocrypha, the hidden books and the non-canonical books and whatnot, and the book of Enoch and the book of Jubilees and all these things. They got, and the Apocrypha, they got the first book of Adam and Eve, second book of Adam and Eve, and a whole bunch of other things that I never even heard of. So I'm like, wow, why were these things left out? There had to be a reason. I mean, a lot of it is just like retelling of the creation story leading up to the death of Moses all over again, but it has a lot of details in there, that's important and very relevant to some of the names and things in the book, in the Bible that we have now. And so while I will be doing my videos, not tonight, but the videos, going on to the book of Exodus and Leviticus and Numbers and on up, I'm still reading on forward. But it was just interesting to find that. I'm glad I did. I have a whole lot more reading to do than just in this Bible. But for anybody who sees this video, I would like to let me know what you think. Send video response, or send I'll sit in the inbox. What is your opinions on these other books that were left out? Obviously they were left out for a reason. I'm not going to jump to the conclusion that they were left out to, keep people blind and all this stuff. But obviously, the book of Enoch mentions the name of the angels and everything, the 200 angels that rebelled and what they contributed to mankind, which led them to the lewdness and all that. And the book of Jasher mentions Canaan and everything, and that will help about when I was talking about the two Enochs being created in the book of Genesis, and Cain and Canaan, and the Methuselah and Methuselah and all that. And I'm hoping to find what happened to Cain's bloodline. Why was it just kind of written out and then started with Seth, and then a whole nother Enoch was created? things like that. And so I'm really hoping to find that when I read these things along while I'm reading the Bible and make those connections. So anybody who's a lot more well read in the Apocrypha and these other what they call non-canonical books, I would really like to hear what y'all have to say about them. I mean, they must be relevant, but how relevant are they? Are they to be read in concordance with the scriptures, or will it just cause confusion? I'm going to read them anyway, and just let me know what y'all think.